I'm starting with my basic short pattern. This is what I used to make shortened version of the pants pattern that I used to make my denim pants for Red West last year. So we are gonna make some changes. So we're gonna need to shorten these up a bit, 3 1/4. So we're gonna need to shorten this one to 3 1/2, which means that we're taking off just over 1 1/2 inches. So I'm just gonna mark that over here. And then we're also gonna be taking some length off the top. We're gonna be taking 2 inches off the top as well. But I'm just tracing a new version of these because I'm going to, once I have my basic block for the lengths that I want, I'm gonna go in and splice some volume into it. This isn't how I would typically splice in volume. I think that this is gonna work because I'm just gonna slice it in one spot. And I think that this is going to work because I don't actually want to add a bunch of splicing here. The crotch seams are gonna remain the same. Everything around it is gonna kind of shrink in together. For that reason, I think that this is gonna work so long as I kind of connect my 2 edge pieces. Also, I am trying to finish this very quickly because I have other projects that I have to complete, and this is a want to complete. I also want to be conscious of how much volume I'm adding into each piece because this is going to get multiplied by 4. So I think I want about double the width on each piece because I want it to be about 2x my size to scrunch down. I should test and see how much my elastic is actually going to scrunch first. I did a little test spot from start to end of the elastic. Oh, well, that's gonna be a problem. Okay, we had a successful one. So the 10 inches from start to beginning of elastic shortens up to about 4 inches, which is great. Oh, maybe even 3 1/2. That's great because then it can stretch out to 5 and it'll still have this scrunched look. So if I double the width of each of my pieces, it will shrink down to a little bit less than 1, but then it will stretch to be 1x. So we cut for 2x, it shrinks down to 0.75x, but then stretches back on the body out to 1x. So we're gonna do that. I'm using the top of this as my guide, which it's 7 1/2 inches. Oh, it's 8 inches. So I'm going to, on this point, put my 16. So that way it lines this top up. And I know that this is 16 inches, so I know that this edge needs to go to the very end of here, and I know that it needs to line up with the top, so that way I have one straight line, and then I can take my piece down and I can connect my lines. The bodice patterns are going to be a little bit different because there are details that cross the midline where the shorts have a very straight line on the waistline and the short line. That's why we didn't have to splice in multiple places. But because here we're splicing for an armhole and we're splicing for a neck hole, we are going to have to go in and do lots of different splices. I'm going to do a very similar thing that I did for the back to the front. This section is 8 inches, so I'm going to draw a solid line of 16 so that I know where my end piece needs to go and I know how I can splice up my individual pieces. I'm going about this very unscientifically because I got things to do. I did forget that I want to add some extra length here, probably like 4 inches. I need to do that. Now I can move on to cutting out my pieces, and I have my fabric folded in half because every piece I'm either cutting on the fold or I'm cutting a pants piece, which means I need 2 of them. And I do kind of want to go through and make sure I can fit everything. I do have a second one. Now I'm ready to cut my pieces. I think I'm gonna have to use both of these pieces of fabric, unfortunately. We're getting max usage. I'm either cutting on the fold for my bodice pieces or I need 2 of my pant pieces. Either way, I need my fabric folded. Perfect. I can get 3 of 4 of my pieces out of the one piece of fabric, so I'll still have enough fabric left over from my second piece to finish my transition. With all my pieces cut, I'm gonna put them together. Next, we use our elastic thread. Now we're gonna switch our bobbin to an elastic thread and we're going to draw our lines so that way we have nice even lines throughout our bodice. I'm just gonna go up the side seam and choose intervals, which to do, which is gonna help me mark on both the front and the back where to draw my lines. We're gonna go at 1 inch down, 1, 2 1/2, 4, 5 1/2, 7. For elastic thread, you have to hand wind your bobbin. So I'm gonna put that through there and I'm going to gently wind it. I'm not pulling it as I wind, I'm not tugging on it. I'm simply applying it to the bobbin. And then every once in a while, I'll flip it and make sure that I'm filling up the other side. Checking in, eating a snack. Ruching is done on the top. Not in love with it, I do have to say. I'm gonna add some trim and that might just do it, you know? Can't decide how I wanna add it, but we'll get there. Bottom for sure. Maybe not around here, we'll see. Might get crazy. But this trim has a binding on it that adds gathering to it, but this is already gathered at the bottom here. I'm gonna separate the binding from the trim so that way I can just use it like this. Checking in with the bottoms now, and I have all my markings to go through the whole thing to make it match this, but now that I am seeing it, I'm considering just doing the bottom, like do the top 2 and the bottom 2 and leave them more like true bloomers. Do the lace at the bottom of here, probably just finish the edge up here, and then I don't know how I want to finish these edges yet, but I do know that I want, oh, you know what would be so cute? 2 layers of lace, boom, boom, because one is really cute, not mad at it, but what if I did 2? And then it changes it up from on the top as well, and they would be on the bottom like this. Yeah, that's what we gotta do. Because I've decided to do 2 layers of ribbon. I don't want to just attach this on. I want it to be sucked into a seam. So I'm gonna cut off a section down here, insert a piece of lace into here, and then do a piece of lace on the bottom. I want you to be able to see a little bit of blue above it. I think we're gonna take off 1 3/4 inches. That's what my instincts are telling me. And I'm gonna go reattach this one before I get them confused. On the top, I have the bottom finished. I added my cute little trim. I serged it on, and then I did a little understitch so that way it would actually sit down, because it was wanting to flip up the whole time. That little understitch is pretty important for it. I haven't decided how I want to finish the top yet, whether I want to flip it over and maybe do a cover stitch, or maybe just come and do like a baby hem in white on it to almost give it a trim. I haven't finished the top of the bodice yet, and I'm trying to decide. I don't have enough trim to do anything around it, but I think that would have been overkill anyway. But I'm trying to decide if I flip this under and do a cover stitch, or if I just come around here and do a baby serge. I'm thinking that a baby serge might give it a little bit of like a trim look, so that might be kind of fun. However, I do worry about potentially like cutting through all of my end points here where I've back tacked with my elastic thread, so that would be less ideal for that reason. But also coming in here and opening this up to flip it under to cover stitch would also be like a little bit tricky, I think. So I think either way we have a little bit of a puzzle ahead of us, but these are looking really good. The double line of trim on the shorts turned out really cute, but I still need to come through and gather these, and I'm hoping that it still looks as good once it's gathered. I am gathering with 1/4 inch elastic. I'm not gathering with the elastic thread because I don't think that the elastic thread would be quite strong enough to gather my 2 layers of fabric and my ribbon. So essentially there's 3 layers of fabric there, and I just don't think it would be quite strong enough. So I'm going to use this because I think it will look a little bit better. And I'm just pulling as I go and making sure that it's sort of like the amount of ruching that I was seeing at the top. I think I need to start pulling a little bit tighter, but we're going to do that. It is a little bit hard to see because my trim is wanting to really climb up. I'm trying to decide what it's going to look like once both of these are gathered and if I'm going to like it. I think I'm going to try on the top as well. This is unfortunately very unflattering. This is like 2 inches too short. Maybe if I pull these up, it's kind of crazy. This would be so much cuter if it was longer. Could I add something here? Probably pretty easily, actually. I don't know that this is any more flattering, but it's certainly more fun. 4 inches need to be added. Okay, at this point we ask ourselves, is it worth it to finish this? Because I have other stuff I need to be doing. I'm gonna try one more line of elastic on this side before I even attempt this side. See if I like that any better. Just don't know about it. This kind of sticks out at any point. All right, let's try the other side of elastic. I think I like this. I think I need a stronger elastic here to actually keep it up, because I think that when it's a little bit slimmer, it looks a little bit cuter. And obviously these need to be moved so that they'll point down. I like it. Hard to say. Okay, yeah. Now that they're turned down, it looks so much cuter. This still obviously needs to be lengthened. It's kind of fun. Still not like quote unquote flattering, but what does that even mean anyway? You know? That's fun. Wow, we've come so far. Shape. And then we'll have to do something, like I said, with the waistband. Make it a little tighter. Cute. Okay, the shorts are basically done. I just have to finish the very, very top. I think I'm gonna just do the fine little serge. I think I need to leave this a little higher than I was thinking, because I think if I bring it down, it's just like volume, 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 volume. I don't actually know. Something's wrong. I feel like that makes me look longer. If I was wearing this by itself, I would want it to hit right here. This is just not working together. I really need to finish this, but I can't. I'm stuck. Decision paralysis. I think I hate it. I decided I'm keeping the shoulders as is. I was maybe thinking of doing some ties on it, but I think the ties add even more bulk. I'm not adding ties. I just serged the shoulder as is. And I'm gonna finish armholes, neck holes, and the waist with the little baby serge. I'm just concerned about doing these ones because I have the back tacks made. Okay, it worked really well. Look at the finish on that. That looks awesome. I'm super excited about that. I only have it done on this. Still need to do armhole and the shorts. And then we'll put it back on for the final reveal. Keep in mind I'm not tan and I don't have makeup on and I don't have the accessories. Okay, final reveal. I was really worried about 20 minutes ago and it turned out way better than I thought it was going to. I am glad that I did this a little bit higher. It shows off some waist. If not, it would have just been oompa loompa. And with the tall yellow boots that I want to wear them with, it's gonna be so cute. So I can't wait to show you that. Okay, let's do some after footage.